Yo guys, Jonathan here. So this past Friday, I thought it'd be a good idea to edit a video from start to finish on the iPad Pro. Plot twist was, it was a time-sensitive Kevin Kenton video that we were trying to shoot, edit, and get up all on YouTube the exact same day. He has no faith in me.
I have some faith in you.
Like 5 out of 10 IGN?
4.5.
This was shot on a Sony a7 III in 4K with a mix of 120 FPS slow motion video, transferred directly through USB-C to the iPad Pro, and then edited in LumaFusion, which is hands down the best option out right now. Also, quick update, the iPad Pro review is taking just a little longer than I hoped, but I promise it will be worth it. Stay tuned this week. And for now, let's go ahead and watch me either successfully edit on the iPad Pro or fail and fall on my face. So we're gonna start with the Kevin clip. Drag it in. Here we go. So the one thing I've learned is the Apple Pencil essentially becomes your mouse. So for those that want mouse support, this is your mouse. That's the way you gotta look at it on the iPad Pro. What I would like to do is get the audio levels just balanced first so I don't have to deal with that later. Oh, you got like everything on here. So you got a compressor. Let's try that out.
Featuring not only the Switch with a special design, a dock with a special design, and special Joy-Cons, but also a copy of the game, and even this little Pokeball controller we're gonna get to a little later. Before we break down everything that came in the box, I wanna talk about the box itself.
Not bad. Kevin's gonna hate me for playing his voice that loud.
And what I think of them, I want to talk about the box.
On.
And on the back of the box, instead of having
Off.
a bunch of boring info with contents and legal stuff, they put all that stuff on the side, and instead you get this
Hey, they said we got the
awesome
same haircut,
nipple art.
Rich.
Oh yeah, we go to the same barber, that's why.
Itzel is not on Instagram, but shout out to Itzel. She's amazing.
With a copy of the game, and also this little Pokeball.
I think I could get a little louder, just a little bit.
This is the final one of the year, and I would argue
That's healthy.
actually possibly the best.
That's
it's also
healthy.
the largest because there is a lot of stuff going on here. We have not only a special edition Switch, but also special edition.
Now, I want to point out one thing. Anyone who's edited video, now this is a 4K clip. Anyone who's edited on a MacBook Pro, you know those fans sounds like a jet engine taking off. It's quiet. And I guess this is kind of like a look into my workflow in general. What I usually like to do, like if I have a talking head segment, is just to, one, kind of color grade it and get the audio set so I can just chop, 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 and it's ready to go. So audio's done with Kevin. I think I'm gonna try and just give it a little bit of a look. Out of the camera, the Sony looks amazing, I think. But we're going to tweak it, just spice it up a little bit. They got some color presets, anti-green. I wonder how that looks. Oh, it's not bad. That's a little too much. Usually with the way we shoot, we have so much green around us, like we have plants and trees and the floor is green, so I'll typically just pull out a little bit of green so we can actually do that in the basic color correction. And what I'm gonna do is just pull a little bit of green. Usually with the Sony stuff, we don't need to. I'm gonna go like just minute. What I'll probably end up doing is maybe give it a little more contrast, pull out the shadows, and if you want to, you can actually use LUTs.
This little Pokeball controller we're gonna get to a little bit later. But before we talk about any of this stuff in depth and what I think of them, I want to talk about the box.
Steve, what you think? That looks better, huh?
Which one?
Color correct on?
Yeah, definitely.
Give it a little bit of brightness. Ooh, that's nice. Damn. You guys are gonna know, but I guarantee you when we upload this to Kevin's channel, no one's gonna know that it was shot on an A7 and also edited on iPad. You can get like really in there to like the waveform. All right, so I think what was it? Command B was blade, and then Command X is delete.
Today is the day Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu are finally here. With them,
Okay, let's get that. Chop time.
we're getting
Chop
another
suit.
special edition Switch bundle.
All right, so that's like the end point. I'm going to hit that point, blade. Next talking point.
And something I think is a really neat idea is that they actually also incorporate.
You know what kind of blows my mind with this is like if you use like Final Cut or Premiere on a desktop or a MacBook, like in Final Cut, you have the option to play back like full quality or optimized media. Both look really good, but like Courtney, come check out like the playback.
this little Pokeball controller we're gonna get to a little bit later. But before we talk about any of this stuff in depth and what I think of them, I want to talk about the box. As for the system, this is the most thorough special edition Nintendo has done so far. All the ones you've had in the past, they'll do things like maybe something on the dock, maybe something on the Switch, maybe something on the Joy-Cons. This one, we're getting all three. And first, I want to look at the Joy-Cons.
Kev, we're chopping.
Yeah? How's it going?
Amazing.
After the...
Command B.
And
Kev, you're a one-take wonder sometimes.
this looks good. I think Nintendo could do better.
Ooh, shots fired. The audio's like everything's
Which-
good, man.
Still a cool bundle, but I just think there'd be one extra cool thing, especially for old school fans of the series.
Like for those that have been following me, like I've been putting a lot of work into this iPad review, but I wanted to kind of put my money where my mouth is. Is that the saying? This is like smooth, man.
So,
You gonna ditch your iMac Pro?
No, not yet.
so with that being...
But like it feels like
Like it's the future?
this is the future.
As just a little collectible, is really awesome.
Damn, Kevin's got some length. So pretty much the base cut right now is done. We did like a couple alternate takes with different focal lengths, just kind of like cropped in on Kevin. So right now I'm just gonna go through those. But the base cut right now is done about 3:45 without like any intro music montage kind of thing.
The classic outro, though, for every special edition unboxing would be like, all right, cool, we unboxed all this stuff. I'm gonna go play it. Like, finally here,
Let's see.
Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu
Man,
are out.
I will
and
say,
look-
Sony A7, like hands down. I'm sorry, GH. I know.
You're about to lie?
No. I know you got a GH5. I know you got a GH5.
And it's the best.
No,
best camera of all
A7, A7. All right, so next what I want to do is music time. There was like that one track that I liked. This track, it's not for Kevin, but it's like kind of like dramatic-y. Wait for it. That's that piano. I think this is the track.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
This is a good track. Music bed.
Don't give me the sauce. Actually, some of the drip to ourselves.
I can hear Kevin's voiceover over this right now. I'm like waiting for the drop. Hey guys, Kevin here. Today we're doing the Pokemon Go. Pokemans? Here we go. Ooh.
Kind of a subtle drop.
That's a good drop though. It's not like it doesn't punch you in the face.
Today
Ooh.
is the day.
You know we have that like beauty shot of Kev too?
In depth on any of those, though, I want to talk about the box.
Ooh.
Yeah, put that on in the beginning.
Chop this in. So, yeah. We'll try that. All that for a little shot.
Not only a special edition Switch, but also Joy-Cons and a dock. And before we go in depth on any of those, though,
Jeez. This is gonna be ridiculous. Oh, wow. That works.
we get to a little bit later. But before we talk about any of this stuff in depth and what I think of them, I want to talk about the box.
Pacing is on point.
So, this little Pokeball controller we're gonna get to a little bit later. But before we talk about any of this stuff in depth and what I think of them, I want to talk about the box. As for the system, this is the most...
Ooh, we're so close.
This little Pokeball controller we're gonna get to a little bit later. But before we talk about any of this stuff in depth and what I think of them, I want to talk about the box. As for the system, this is the most thorough special edition Nintendo has done.
This is what I do all the time when I edit.
I want to talk about the box.
Do I do any like moves here? I do, thank goodness.
Yeah, that's dope with the speaker.
I wish you could like, if you could like nest and compound and like speed ramp and then speed ramp, you know? Probably like shorten that up a little bit. Ooh. Matt, this is amazing.
Is it?
It's amazing. I almost cussed right now. Dude, check, like,
I'm coming. It's effing amazing.
Today is the day. Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu are finally here, and with them, we're getting another special edition Switch bundle. This is the final one of the year, and I would argue, actually possibly the best. It's also the largest because there is a lot of stuff going on here. We have not only a special edition Switch, but also special edition Joy-Cons.
probably throw some brawl here after, but like the so good.
A little bit later. But before we talk about any of this stuff in depth and what I think of them, I want to talk about the box.
Oh, nice cut. This is crazy you were able to do those speed ramps.
Yeah.
Flawless speed ramps. Like, it's crazy.
Like, look at the scrubbing too.
Dude, that's awesome.
It's insanity. Look, I was no, because I was already like, I don't know, like I was already. This kind of changed my mind on everything.
Okay.
No, because I feel like I was positive with the iPad Pro in the sense that like, again, I feel like everyone's looking in the wrong direction. Like with photos, people like default to say like Photoshop isn't here, so it must suck. But like Drew showcased like Affinity Photo.
It's almost like it's another section you gotta make for your video.
Yeah, it's just like, no, it's just like everyone's looking at like at it as a laptop replacement when it's like an alternative. And you're looking for traditional methods when you should be looking for alternative methods.
No, people are trying to put hay in their car and going like, oh, why doesn't this work?
Yeah.
Like, it's not a horse, you idiots. So are you just grading manually in here?
No, so no, there's a whole like.
It's like a LUT library kind of situation.
It supports LUTs. You can do color grading. So like I pulled green down, like the contrast and saturation. But check this out. So like if I wanted to like option A, you can copy like every single attribute. If you just wanted to like do that, like. And then it's a matter of like option A, and you can paste like individual. It's crazy.
Like a real editing program.
Yes.
Yeah.
What started out as maybe a terrible idea has got me hyped.
My favorite thing going on here is that you're charging your iPhone with the iPad right now.
Multi-purpose. We're out of battery banks, dude. The other day I had to charge my mouse with the iPad.
Dude, you can take all night on this thing if you want.
Oh no, I don't know. I don't need all night. Like
okay.
I need like 30 more minutes.
I just don't want you to feel rushed.
I do. I'm not. I'm like. I'm on the home stretch right now.
Okay.
I like the in and out points.
When you're not using an iPad, how long does it take you to edit a video typically?
I guess it depends. Like I feel like. Depending on the complexity of it, like I mean, we've done videos from start to finish in a day. Like, what was we did something recently that was like turned around in like 5 hours. The last MacBook video, I think that like from start to finish, from shooting to editing, I think was like 5 hours. But like the longer things, like in this case, the iPad reviews taking a lot longer because it's just a lot more into it. And I feel like we've also been working on like multiple projects at the same time.
And then of course there's the dock.
Jobs.
This is something I've talked about before a few times.
It's finished up right now. I'm about to export and I'm gonna time it. The final cut is 4 minutes and 44 seconds. Yep, people are gonna go crazy and Jonathan's saving Apple again, but like for real, this is like legitimately useful, and you can do some crazy stuff on this. So without further ado, I think it's time that we export this. Rich, you got that stopwatch going?
I do.
So let's go. If you guys are in the chat right now, 4 minute and 44 second video. I'm gonna guess that it's going to be real time or potentially a little better. What I love about LumaFusion is there's like a bunch of just baked in like preset useful resolutions. It even supports 2:1. And all of this is actually pretty on point with, you know, what is optimized for YouTube. So the bit rate's nice. We got the frame rate, the 3840 by 2160. Kevin is not 2:1 yet, so that's why we're not at 3840 by 1920. And export duration, so that's the final project length, space needed to export, and the estimated file size, which is pretty much right on point with like a compressor preset. So for those watching or just tuning in, this is not iMovie, this is LumaFusion, which is hands down the best option right now. So I'm going to, we're off? We're off. Start the, man, it is chugging. Holy mother. Update, minute 30. Oh, it's like so it's like bouncing back and forth between real time. I think the big lesson here, I think everyone kind of just looks, you know, on the bare bones level of, they try iMovie out, they try Adobe Rush, and because that is not Pro or whatever, then they assume that the iPad Pro can't do things. 4 minutes and 22 seconds, 4 minutes and 7 seconds. So I think, you know, kind of like I assumed, it was going to be just about real time. Matt was kind of not, I don't know, you didn't think it was going to be real time.
I did not, yeah.
Ooh, we're close. So it's going to be just a hair over real time. 4 minutes and 43 seconds.
How long is the actual video?
4 minutes and 44 seconds. So it's going to be just a hair over real time. We're at 4 minutes and 53 seconds. We are on the home stretch, so it's going to be about 5 minutes for a 4 minute and 45 second clip, and we are done.
All right, 5:05.
Damn, 5:05. That's all I'm gonna say.